12 days, 16 manufacturing sites, clean rooms, hard hats, and 2,000-degree incinerators. We came to Denmark and the Netherlands in the dead of winter, certainly not for vacation, but to learn what best-in-class companies are doing to transform their operations for a low-carbon future.
We were impressed by the huge potential of offshore wind as a clean energy source for the future, not only in Denmark, but across the globe. We learned to appreciate the enormous complexity of offshore wind, but we also identified 3 key enablers for scaling that Denmark's port expert has put into practice. The first is flexibility for electricity offtake. Offshore wind power fluctuates with the weather, not with consumer demand. Having multiple means of using this electricity, such as using it to produce green hydrogen, helps absorb excess power and put it into use.
The second is collaboration among players in the energy supply chain. Port Hesburgh is a hub for collaboration and hosting key players and their facilities, as well as gathering industrial expertise and accelerating the sharing of innovative insights across these different players. The third and final one is the regulatory support. Our hosts at Port Hesburgh work closely with Danish and European government institutions to stay on top of the latest demands for offshore wind and to also promote the rapid deployment of new projects.
We had a chance to visit Amager Bakke, which is a waste incinerator based in Denmark, Copenhagen. The plant was built in 2016 by Amager's Research Center, which is a management company that is owned by the 5 municipalities that the incinerator serves. It replaced an outdated incinerator and was designed to be more energy efficient, to reduce emissions, and to improve the recovery of specific commodities, such as metals, from waste. A key feature is its ability to generate both heat and electricity and switch between the 2 outputs based on current demand.
Copenhagen is uniquely positioned to take advantage of the heat generation capability, as the whole city relies on district heating, where hot water and steam is generated centrally and then fed to buildings through an underground pipeline network. Being directly connected to the district heating system also enables Amager Bakke waste-to-energy plant to include design features that boost the energy efficiency of the incinerator. The plant is a prominent city landmark, only a 10-minute drive from the city center, but it was hard to tell that we were in an active waste incinerator. Not only was it built with this sloped roof covered with an all-weather ski slope, but its vacuum system was very effective in managing odors. Standing only 50 feet away from the bunker, filled with 12 tons of waste, we could hardly smell anything.
The Netherlands' unique positioning as an international leader in agriculture stems from its culture of collaboration and continuous improvement of production methods. Among the most important innovations are high-yield and technologically advanced greenhouses that use precision agriculture to optimize production. Precision farming is extremely effective for gaining a high yield from scarce resources and developing agriculture that is resilient against climate change while reducing the environmental load. We visited Kopert Cress, a producer of microgreens who sells to some of the top restaurants around the world. We were lucky enough to not only tour the greenhouses, but also taste the microgreens. Kopert Cress has 5 greenhouses containing 8 different climatic zones, which enable it to grow microgreens from around the world in controlled conditions. Using a circular system to capture and store heat underground, Kopert Cress is reducing its reliance on external energy sources. The microgreens themselves are remarkably varied and packed with flavor. Turns out rock chives taste like garlic, chili cresses like mustard, and borage cresses like oysters. Szechuan buttons set your mouth tingling, and blink cube blossoms undo the effect. It's easy to imagine how they might be used in fine dining to dazzle and delight the palate.
We designed this course to give our students a glimpse into the future of decarbonization, what it might look like in energy, transportation, and production processes. We took 43 students to Denmark and the Netherlands, 2 countries leading the way in the energy transition and sustainable production. A major purpose of the course is to bring students to go and see many of these decarbonization activities in progress.
There's great value in actually seeing these projects with our own eyes, going and talking to the people who have been working on them, understanding the challenges they faced, but ultimately seeing what's possible. When our students finish their time at HBS, we want to have inspired them with all the opportunities and what is possible in the energy transition that lies ahead of us all.